Well, it's interesting. The topic we've chosen is looking at neurodevelopmental disorders and which happens in children. And what you find is that if it is neglected, it shows up in the adult. And I think my colleagues have come across cases, they've traced cases over the years. And that is part of the reason why we feel people should know when you notice some differences, with children, don't ignore it, because it may end up becoming a mental health issue in the adult later on. And we've designed it in such a way that we will have lived experiences, sharing lived experiences that my colleague had overseen over the period of time, just to show that things can be done. There is help, there is help. And that is the emphasis that we want to let our people know. Okay, the period we've identified will be the week of the 9th to 13th May 2022. I mean, within that week, we will have the different activities that we've planned, to highlight the issues around these neurodevelopmental disorders in Kenya. And we are going to use different approaches, and I think my colleague can share on those approaches we are going to use.
Right, yes. So that week, globally, IBRO and probably also other organizations will be involved in sending out similar messages about educating the population about the brain. So we'll just be, part of that effort. And some of the things we are looking forward to doing is partnering with schools around us so that we can educate them. We will be working with the Ministry of Education as well. Media houses, where we are able to partner with media houses that use local languages as listed earlier. We will partner with them as well. And we're really looking forward to that opportunity to go outside of AKU and meet communities in their natural setting. Yeah, so those are the things that we will be doing at that time.
I think, children are change agents. One good thing about children is that they can always go home and say, this is what happened. This is what my teacher said. This is what these people said. And with that, I think some of the parents will get to appreciate that when it comes to things around the brain, once you have a knowledge of it, you can always respond to whatever behavioral changes you may notice in a child. That is very important for us. The other aspect is the language component. We are not covering all the languages in Kenya. It's just that we are taking a first step. And subsequently, our expectation is that the stakeholders from the government side, from the Education Ministry, from culture, will appreciate the fact that this has to go to all the languages, or the officially recognized languages. We would like this to also be done in those languages.
Yes, we are hopeful that there will be lasting impacts, not only from those people who we interact with directly, even from those we do not get to meet individually. For instance, the e-flyers that we will design, we hope that people will share them with their friends and families. Some of these educational materials, we know that the media houses tend to utilize them over and over again. And yes, when we post this kind of videos even on our websites, we hope that, we can continue to educate people even way beyond the week or the Brain Week in May 2022.
Okay, I would like people to ask the question, what is the name of the brain in their local language? I mean, anywhere you go, just ask somebody, what's the name of the brain in your language? I think the discussions will start from there. It's very important that our people get to know the name of the brain, because they don't see it just like you see the liver or the kidney or in the butchery. They don't see the brain. So if we start off from there, it will make a lot of changes. People will start, asking the question, what is the name of the brain? And when they hear the brain, I can assure you there will be an added enthusiasm to know what the brain does. Thank you.
Yes, we look forward to this project because it's true, as he says, People don't really think about the brain. Actually, they think more about the head. And so this will be a really interesting conversation to have. What really is the brain? And I hope that by the time we complete this project, there will be better understanding about how versatile the brain is, how different it is in different people, and how important it actually is. If you ask somebody what the importance of the heart is, they will tell you almost immediately. They're never quite sure whether, you know, what it is that the brain does and how complex it is. So I hope that there will be better understanding by the time we're done with the project, and we're really looking forward to contributing to that piece.